on the other side, Jimbo.
The other side. What other side?
The other side of the pole.
The other side of what? Oh, over here to catch it when you...
A little bit. Well, you just stand on that end.
Okay, I'll stand on this.
Okay.
Might want to stand up on a ladder and jump over the way if you have to.
I will, totally, 100%.
And it's ready right now.
Would you sand that now?
Yes, I would be sanding.
Well, you touch it and tell me.
I'd be sanding.
Touch
To even think about touching it, I might as well sand it. No need, like, that's how close it is to being ready. Then I got clean clothes on. See that? That's the easiest sanding you will ever have.
Can't get any more honest than you,
You're
Jimbo.
not really that good at that.
Okay. Alrighty, welcome back. This is kind of a little different than normal.
Jolene one spot.
I will.
Jolene's, Queen Jolene's on the camera, and I'm just here. This isn't Tim Hortons, this is mine, but I had surplus of them, so.
There you go. Jolene told me to, yesterday, she said, get ready for winter. So I made a sign pole and put up a sign.
Yeah.
God bless her. So we're just kind of making a sign pole today. I had this pole out back. These poles you get, I don't know, they cut them down on the side of the road for lights or whatever. They must hold a light of some sort of situation. But I cut it off, or it's a piece of one. I got a brake drum or brake rotor down there, welded on the bottom of it. I had that rotor because I was going to make wheel spacers out of them. If you ever want wheel spacers, Jimbo, if you got a rotor, you can just cut the face of it off and that'll give you a 1/2-inch wheel spacer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
So if you ever want wheel spacers,
you just need longer bolts.
Exactly. Longer studs on your...
Yeah.
Anyways, that's what I was doing with them, but it did not happen. But I had this sign outdoors. It's been on the shop for probably 10 years, probably. This white rose sign's been on the shop. The other side's not doing the greatest. That was the side that was during the weather, but this side was on the side of the shop. And I decided that I wanted to take it off and fix it up and put it in the new shop just for me. This piece here is a piece of exhaust pipe. If you can picture it, I got Doug to slice it every 1/2 inch. And it shows it on this side, and then we bent it right around.
Oh.
It's quite a piece of exhaust pipe bend, eh? It was all junker stuff. I mean,
You could have just anchored it to a tree and just pulled it right around.
if I only would have known, Jim.
Maybe the next time.
So I got this pole, I got some direct to metal paint. I don't really want to paint everything up that is perfect because the sign is not perfect. So I'm just trying to whiten things up a little bit. We'll see what happens in the end. If I want to repaint it again, I will. And if I don't, I won't. But Jim was over for a visit. He's driving his laser and he says it works good. Best it's ever worked. That's a good thing.
I think he should take red, black, yellow, and white on a little brush and touch up the rust spots on the sign and detail it. But he wants it to look rustic, but I think it would look rustic even if you fixed it.
Difference in opinions.
Right
isn't it? Huh?
right there.
You want me to hit that, do you, Jim? Huh? Ooh, there we go. Perfect. Look at that. Right on the money. Want me to paint your house, Jimbo? Probably not, eh? Do you like painting, Jimbo, with the brush?
Sometimes. I find I like painting to a certain extent, but by the time I'm done, I don't.
When it's over, it's over. It's over.
Well, if you paint a barn or a house, you know, you're there for quite a while.
Yeah, it's quite a job, eh?
Yeah.
And
if you're painting latex and shingles, it's awfully hard on the hand because you got to go up in underneath consistently. At least this stuff, it paints as easy as it looks.
Paints as easy. Well, yeah, I'm just smearing it on because I just want to get it white. I'm hoping that it'll dry fairly quick. Get one more coat on this.
Yeah, it's dry already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
left a little bit on this side where we're going to show you how
That's car paint?
this is all direct to metal,
Oh, okay.
but I'm putting
Oh, this is the stuff you used on your truck.
it is. It dries quick, that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Thunder in the Valley's on this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you driven your Oldsmobile anywhere since you?
No, I yesterday filled my 2-gallon gas tank full
Your
gas.
2-gallon gas tank.
So I can drive it.
Okay.
Now I got gas, but I'd kind of like to get my gas tank in.
Did you look and see if that gas tank will work here? Or you just want to make
looked,
one?
but I can't remember now. I had to look again.
You just want to make one. Just easy. We could do it here
Yep.
if you wanted to.
So when you
bend
ripped
her
this,
up while we're-
this Plymouth apart,
Yeah.
was it much better than the red one over there? Like rust is rust, right?
Yeah.
You know, like a Floragon is Floragon.
It's a little bit better. Oh man, so
You know, but that's kind of how it is.
Rust is rust.
Yeah,
I
like
was
older restorations that haven't been dealt with for a while.
I was saying
Underneath
today,
the carpet.
I'm liking cars. I don't mind cars that are rusty, and you can see it because it's the truth.
Yeah.
But when it's hard when you see a car that's partly fixed up and quite nice, and then you get into it and you realize it's rotten. That's the
Yeah.
hard part.
Yeah.
But
Like if I sell the Oldsmobile and somebody, oh, this thing's all totally done. And then they look up underneath the dash and see rust holes and just like total abandonedness underneath the dash. Like
you know
it's
what
a
I
mess.
tell them, Jimbo? Fuck, I never up underneath the dash. Why would I be up underneath there for?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? No, I think you're fine. Can't get any more honest than you,
You're
Jimbo.
not really that good at that.
Okay.
No, you're not.
No. You heard it from
But if you think you are, that's all
you
counts.
heard it from the man himself.
That's all counts.
You heard it from the man yourself.
Like,
You're not really that good at that. That's funny. And it's true. So now I want to, I've got it, let's,
flip it over and do a coat on the other side, or
yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, jeez. I damn near did the two-step over that
Yeah.
bench. So, if you come
This
up here,
side, this side's rougher, but there's less rust.
this is the side that was outside the shop.
Yeah.
I don't know, the weather broke it, it must have broke it down. You can see here, we left it here, or I left it here, where this has got fiberglass and fill, where I took the fiberglass, we cut that every ½ inch to get that shape. The piece, 3 or 4 pieces of exhaust pipe that was over in the garbage, and a couple pieces there that was garbage, and I decided that get ready for winter, that meant make a sign. So we cut that, and then I tacked it at the beginning of, like I went around and welded it after I got it in shape. I welded it at the point of finish of cutting it. Then every inch, so if I weld it here, when we finish cutting it, I weld it there, I weld it there, and there. So I just went up, all the way around, and did that 3 or 4 times, and made lines all the way around to get it in shape. Then the fiberglass I mixed, like I always do, I mix it thin with the resin, and I put it on with my finger. And I was going to show you on this part, and I still might.
Could have did it with wax paper.
True, very true. Would have probably worked out a little bit better. But I used a rubber glove, and I took it and put it on. Yeah, true, Jimbo. And just wiped it on the fiberglass. I did not sand the fiberglass whatsoever, just wiped it on. Then I mixed up some filler, put the filler on top of the fiberglass and put that on. and then I sanded it right away. And the reason being is it was soft. I didn't want to get into it while it's hard. I'm not trying to make a nice
that's my
shape.
trick.
Yeah, there you
Yep.
go, Jimbo. Use
Yep,
your
that's
trick,
my
buddy.
trick.
But I wanted to get into it really quick. So as soon as I put it on, I got a little bit on, then I put some more on, then I got right into sand it with a 40 grit and got it down to that fiberglass bit, and then got it sort of round looking. So this piece,
Oh, you also weren't using tools like you did it by
I
hand
did by
because being
hand.
curved.
Yeah.
So.
oh yeah, I want to get right at it, right?
You know, you don't want it to turn into cement like tomorrow because then you're standing there and you're working hard.
You got that right, old brother.
Yeah.
But we left that just to show you how I did it. I'm going to have to deal with that. And the sign is going inside the shop. Like, now, Jimbo, you got me, what's that called? Got me camera shy. Got me, I'm not that good at that. And got me insecure.
Oh, that's yeah. That's because I told you weren't that good at this.
That's exactly it. That's the one.
Well, it's like I said, use more paint on the brush and less strokes.
More paint on the brush and less strokes.
Yeah.
But I ain't that good at this.
Well, you're learning though. Yeah, it's easy to be a critic sometimes.
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 Yeah, you're allowed to be though, Jimbo. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're not making a perfect sign pole, are we, baby? We're making one that fits that.
More paint on the brush, less strokes.
I was thinking when more work, less talk.
You're catching on now. Yeah. Because
so runny.
it'll flow a little bit on its own. You just got to put it on there.
Yeah, she just flows. Flows, I guess she flows. She runs off.
Oh,
See how that runs, Jimbo?
yep. No, you're doing good.
Got some on the sign, man. Damn it. Bad painter.
I see you're quite a ways away from that shiny black building. In case you get any splatters. I got black spray undercoating sprayed up on the roof, white roof liner on the Oldsmobile.
From spraying up through?
Somehow I managed to spray a great big patch, and I know it was black undercoating because it wasn't there before I undercoated it. Anyway, I wiped it off with lacquer thinner, or no, reducer on a rag.
Yes.
And I had to use several different rags and several times, but it took it off, and it did not hurt the white vinyl. Like the white vinyl stayed white vinyl. And it actually took the black undercoating off.
Wow. Happy with that?
I was kind of expecting it to mess up the white, but it didn't. It didn't hurt the white at all.
I don't even know why I'm painting the top. You're never going to see it. You're never going to see it, bud. Jimmy says you're not real good at that. Oh, my back. My back, Jack. I almost got that paint used up. That's a good thing. Hate wasting paint. I need to fix that. After I got all paint. We'll show that. We'll just leave it. Thanks for coming back. We really appreciate it. Things we do for the people that watch, you know, I left that unfinished just so you could see how I did it. Now I'm in turmoil. I got to fix that. I'm just joking. Piece of piss. let it dry, shave it off, get it a bit dirty. That won't hurt none. We'll get that shoved in that pole.
Is there a stopper in it?
No, just going to cut it off and kind of weld it in. I think I'm going to get
okay.
Jolene to weld it in and eye it up, stand it up.
You could
we'll get to
just
see the
put
whole
a
thing
ra-
finished. We won't worry about that until after. We'll stand it up, weld it up for the video, right?
You could put a round sleeve up it and tack the sleeve,
It'd be nice.
and then you could just drop it in. That way you could pull it off at a later date if you ever wanted
A
to.
later date.
You know, because there's a round sleeve on that, weld it, would hold it from dropping down, and you could turn it. And you could pull it back apart if you ever wanted to dismantle it, because it's not going to fall over. Like, it's just a round sleeve weld on that, and just drop it in.
I think that's what I might do.
You know,
I do.
that
Yeah.
way you put this in there, and then you just you all kind of have to put the whole thing together before you pick it up, because that's a hard thing to pick up and drop down that little hole.
You got me.
But just a round collar.
You got me, Jimbo. You
weld
got
on
me. You got me. All right. Let's make a sleeve.
You clean up so well. I don't see any garbage around.
Do I clean up well,
You
Jimbo?
guys
That's
must
a compliment,
spend a lot
old
of
buddy.
time just hauling junk as you cut things up. Yeah. Trip to the dumpster. At my house, that would be a difficult thing
To accomplish?
to accomplish. But the plasma cutter, I suspect, makes the job pretty easy.
Maybe Lincoln will help you out. Gear you up with a Lincoln welder. Jeez, they'd love to help you.
It looks like he's going to do what I said.
I am. You know, I listen.
The
I really,
easiest way is sometimes the best.
it is always generally is always the best. Generally, I like the easier way. I mean, for me to try to drill, I got the hole drilled in the top of that.
Yeah.
Just slide that in, try to hold that, or
And
yeah, I might as well
and
put a
cook
sleeve
it.
on while it's on the ground, and then I can slide it down in. But
Now, there is an issue where that pipe is big and your round pipe is small. It might want to go sideways.
well, it won't
know
go
what I
down
mean?
through. That's for sure.
It
Well,
won't go down through, but I don't
won't go
know
down
what
through.
you would do to keep it square, straight, without a collar down inside the pipe to hold it.
I like
in
the
the
idea,
middle.
so it's getting it. I like the idea. I like the idea. Get this weed whacked. Oh. This thing's got a built-in air compressor, eh?
Oh,
Fuck. Turn it back on. See what happens. There we go. funny little piece that you held up.
There we go. The sign's probably quite well balanced in the middle, so it probably will sit there quite square. Like this Plymouth, even though it was supposedly sort of restored,
No,
where a lot of it is quite acceptable by doing this work, it's encouraging because usually when you do this much work, you're pulling it like that red car. Everything is trashed and you have a big job ahead of you after you're welded.
Yeah.
Here, the motor runs and you got half decent interior, nice looking dash, the headlight, like a lot of the car is good. So
it can be saved.
you know, it makes it more feasible once you're up to this point.
I agree with you
'cause
100%.
you don't have another 2 years of all the other detail, because that stuff's good.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the draggiest part of a restoring is the finishing stuff.
Well, I call this
the
I call
finishing
this
stuff here is done.
repaired, I guess.
Yeah,
And
this
trying to
isn't
do it
finished.
bestly
The
as I
finishing
can.
would be headliner, wire harness, cleaning up the dash, and doing the interior, and all that is done. So you're kind of doing it backwards, which is more encouraging than taking a junker and building it, because you know by the time you're done, you're tired of it.
It's a long journey, isn't it, Jimbo?
Yeah, it is.
It's a long journey. Like some people realize it and some people don't, but it's a long
Yeah.
journey to restore a car and to rebuild a car. It's a couple years. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah,
you don't have
it
your
is.
time. Hot. Hot, hot, hot.
Oh, show people your slippers. No, I'm serious. They're cute.
They're just like big old
Yeah.
marshmallows, aren't
And
they? Right?
now, if they're a wood, they'd be cloppers, and you clop, 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 clop. But where they're rubber, they're quiet.
Show people your shoes.
Yeah.
They're the best shoes. She's always up here washing them with spray
You
9.
don't want to spill or drop anything on your toes, but
Got to get the welder out there and knock that piece on. You'll have to find a place to put your camera down, so I'm going to get you to weld that while I hold it, if you will, sweetheart. If you know a place that you're going to hold the... Get ready for winter, she said. Throw in the wood. To me, that said, oh, put up the FINA sign and build a sign pole. I'll pay for it later, no doubt in my mind. Need the welder. Do you have your helmet? Do you know where it's at, sweetheart? That helmet there is like, it's like a mess. It's probably not something that you want to put your head in. Probably not. I'm excited myself. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. So Jim got his gift. Joey
Yeah.
did not film that. The
Yes.
gift there, if you want.
Yes, thank you. Shirt. Fiberglass, almost Teflon sleeve for like welding.
From Doug's
Or-
daughter, wasn't it?
And some yellow paint for nuts and bolts that are torqued.
14 feet
I should
is 100.
say thank you to the actual person that
He's a good guy.
from Stewiak. From Stewiak. Well, that's not the guy's name. Well,
168 inches is 14 feet. So I'm going to add this up. So let's see. 168 inches. We'll say
what's that name?
90,
Red-
93
Red?
inches.
Doug. Is it Doug or is it Red?
No, it's Doug.
Doug.
It's on
Well,
the box, too.
thank you, Doug. I'm not real good at saying thank you, but
Doug Stallard.
I do appreciate stuff. The clean clothes I wear in clean things, and when they get wore, that's when they're worn in dirty things. Like I try to not wear my cleanest clothes when I'm about to do the dirtiest work.
Come on, Jimbo. Okay, 93 and what make 168? 93 and
Oh,
what?
I can't. I failed math. I forgot how to do math.
75.
Okay, Jim, will you go up there to the top of that sign, old buddy, and just hold my tape for me? Straight top of that.
Not spill the paint. Okay. Yep.
Was it now?
75.
75.
Oh, you don't want to miscalculate and
That's-
have it too high for the ceiling.
You got that right. 75. That's 168
Yep.
or 7?
75 plus what, 93?
93, yeah.
68.
So I was right with before. You don't want to press your luck? You don't want to press the luck? No, she does not want to press the luck. I could tell by the answer. I had a mark on there, and that is the mark. Ah, look at that now. Have to clean that up. That's hard to get off. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. Well, I can weld that on there. Put that on there. And then we just set it in, right? Yeah. Even got Jimbo here to help. Another set of clogs.
What do you need?
I'm going to weld this, and then I'm going to stand that up, and we'll stand it up together. See if we
okay.
can't make a sign out of it. Yeah, I guess. No, don't want to weld on that side. Do it, Jimbo. Messed me up already. That looks straight to you? not bad, does it?
Okay, I think the bottom could be touched a little bit up.
Which way? Up. Like that? Is that good?
Seems okay.
Seems okay.
You may want a second line. I think the bottom needs to be touched back.
Oh. Yeah.
You lined up where it needed to be.
Yeah, just the hammer.
Hammer will do it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jolene. It's no biggie. It's no biggie. You know what I'm trying to say?
There's hammer.
I don't think I'll put one more spot on it, and then we're gonna stand her up. Was working with the welder here the other day. Nathan and me were, and the welder wasn't working that great.
Could be tapped on the bottom a little tiny bit.
Nathan tightened up the ground, made all the difference in the world. And the ground ground cable was loose. I got a little spot of weld right there, eh? That's gonna mess up.
Oh,
It's gonna mess something up, isn't it?
is it going to fit that tight?
Well, it's flat on the top, so I'm just gonna knock that weld off. Just knock that weld off, and then I'll shove the pole. I'm not gonna cut nothing off because that way there when it stands up, it'll hit the side and go up with it. If you know what I'm trying to say. And I'll weld that all the way around there once we get it fitting right. Once we get it fitting right. I wonder how I'm going to do that. I'm just going to take this bad boy.
We could put you on the hoist and send you way up there with this sign, and then you could just drop it down in. Don't let it fall on you.
That way there won't get hurt. Just a second here now. You slide that in there, Jimbo? Will you?
Yeah.
You're good there, bud. If you want to, yeah. If you want to let it roll right there and just put it in there, and I'll slide her in. Thank you.
Yeah, it's off a little bit, but that's what the hammer's for. Here, grab the hammer right now. I'll hold this. And you tap right here and bring this down.
I'll hold it.
Oh, okay.
I'll hold you, tapper. This is gonna be quite something else. Hot, Jimbo.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good idea to put it up or not. Do you know what I mean?
No, if you had something to hold it right here.
I can put it there. Go on the other side, Jimbo.
The other side. What other side?
The other side of the pole.
The other side. Oh, over here to catch it when you flop it up.
Stand down on that. Stand down on that thing, will you? Put your foot on that.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you gonna get up? Oh, you're gonna have to go up the hoist. I don't know if you need to weld up there. You probably. Ooh, that's not really all that secure. The base could be out there 4 feet.
I want to take a look at it.
You might have to put a wheel.
What I plan on doing. We'll leave it like that.
a 3-foot wheel.
Will you if I can get you to stand here and hold it, that'd be great.
Okay, I'll
hold
do
it?
that. Yes. Matter of fact, if I let go and run, it's liable to fall on me.
Awesome.
But you might have to put a wheel on that out here
Well, see where the ceilings are 14 feet, there's a screw I might take out of the ceiling, and then I'll chain it to the top so it can't fall over.
Okay, kind of like a Christmas tree, and you put a little rope to the ceiling.
If I could hire you full time, maybe I could just just stand.
Oh, yeah, new job. Holding a sign.
Yeah. All right, everybody, thanks for
row
coming
sign.
back. We really appreciate it. Me and Jimbo just having the time. But I got a sign made for the shop. And
Well, I'll hold it for a couple days so you guys take off for the weekend, but I want to go home by Monday.
check Jimbo's station out. Jimbo Patterson.
You might need a little bit bigger.
You want to stand on that end, Jimbo? You want to stand on that end, buddy, while I let this thing back down? I'm going to bring it back down.
Oh, you bring it back down?
Yeah.
That might be trickier.
It might be.
Oh, that might be a lot trickier. You might want to stand up on a ladder, and then I'll come over to the other end and help you hold it, because
No.
it might be heavier going down than coming up.
It's just help me a little bit. Will you just stand on that end? will you?
Okay, I'll stand on this.
Okay. Please and thank you. See if we can get her.
Jump over the way if you have to.
I will. Totally. 100%.
I was worried if I let go and I ran, it would fall on me. But it's safe now. What are you gonna do?
What am I going to do, he says. I'm going to lay it down. Lay it down.
Blocks wood.
So I don't bend her up.
Yeah.
You want to slide them underneath there, Jimbo?
Yeah. 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 It's
Up
a
and
little
down she
wobbly.
goes, just like that. Jolene kept her going, did you? All right, baby.
Yeah.
I don't want very much. I don't want to waste any. You know what I'm trying to say. Thanks, Jimbo. Getting the old water pump working must feel good, eh, Jimbo?
Yes, it does.
Good for you.
Mixed up too much.
No good for my mind.
Do you have any other handy spots that need some?
No. I'll throw it in the garbage. No, I got just none.
Oh,
I don't think I'm gonna fill that card.
you could put fill on a couple of the little dings here and there.
You're probably right, but I don't
Yeah,
think
there's a couple of little dings, and those dings, it'd blend in.
I'm hoping to leave it. I want to leave it bare metal.
Solder.
Can you lead, Jimbo?
I believe I could.
All right.
It's been a long time, and I haven't learned or forgotten anything since.
Oh, is that right now? Well,
You mixed up way too much.
we got.
I'd say 3 times too much.
Perfect. We got to have a lesson day on some lead work, and Jimbo's going to be our instructor.
Yeah, I should be able to do something.
All right, that's awesome.
The only problem is getting things clean enough to
Yeah.
work.
I did.
Clean enough to work.
Geez, I guess I did mix way too much. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Holy.
There. Yeah, do you have it? Like, it would be a good time to go to that quarter panel and fix those little things.
No, I can't do it. Can't do it. I cannot do
I would almost do it.
it. You probably would.
Now, if that stuff you're rubbing out, if it was silver, would you do it instead of blue?
No, I don't want to do the work. If you know what I'm trying to say, yeah. I really don't want to do the work, I don't think. If you know what I mean. I don't mind it with its mistakes, if you know what I'm trying to say. It's kind of cool, actually. Shows the work that was put into it. cover it all up, no one ever know.
True.
Yeah, just leave her. And then they can say, just like you, Jimbo, oh, I need a little bit there.
Now,
It's true. I don't mind the truth. It's their ego that does. I don't know why I got right on the gloves on this one. I really. Took it to the serious max, putting gloves on Jimbo. First, I usually just put my fingers in it and go for it.
yeah.
But got lots on there.
Not a required job to get hand dirty.
No, I don't want to get dirty tonight.
That's not bad. Could be just a smidgen coarser for the first couple wipes. And it's ready right now.
Would you sand that now?
Yes, I would be sanding.
Well, you touch it and tell me.
I'd be sanding.
Look,
To even think about touching it, I might as well sand it. No need, like, that's how close it is to being ready. Then I got clean clothes on.
Is it?
See that? That's the easiest sanding you will ever have. The paper could be coarser. As soon as you can sand, that's when you sand. We waited almost too long. And the secret is get every piece up to a certain level before it dries to the next level.
Oh, yeah.
And sands harder. So you have to landscape the whole thing while it's ready, or else you lose your opportunity of this easiness.
Jimbo, I got you get your clean clothes on, down the ground, sand and fiberglass. But you're right. It's ready. How many days of work you want a week to work, Jim? Jimbo, how many days a week you want to work?
I may know how to do it, but I don't know if I'd survive because it's a lot of elbow grease.
Yeah, that's not good. That's looking good. Man, that was much easier watching you.
There, the rest can be done anytime
Yeah.
to finish it. You know, you don't have to fine sand it then. You can wait till next week. But that's shaped. Unless I missed a spot from a weird angle.
No, awesome. Cool.
And I could have started it sooner.
You think?
Yeah. As soon as it turns just tacky.
Right on. Cool.
But it doesn't make a lot of noise or dust too much in the air. Most of the dust falls out. But it still is the same thing as driving a high-speed motorcycle. If you're cruising along at decent speed and you go to pass somebody fast, you're gonna have to make noise. They won't idle by another vehicle. They have to be opened up. So in order to hand sand it, you have to use elbow grease. Like you just have to use your arms. Because there's those, that's the job. Literally, using your arms. So I wear out quickly sand and body fill. I got no muscles, so I gotta put momentum behind it, or I just don't have the strength to carry through.
You got her done the old,
But you gotta do it as soon as you can. No, you're doing just fine.
That paint's nice now, eh? Way too thin before.
It gave you a nice quick job, you know, as a starter.
It was horrible though.
Yeah, I know. Even though, actually, this will probably take a little longer to dry where it's got more texture.
Yeah.
You know, so it was kind of convenient that we had paint that we didn't get white.
Perfect.
Because if we paint it now and handle it like we did 2 hours ago, we'll be covered with white paint and ready to go. But that first coat is a good idea, having it runny. It gave it kind of like a nice base. 'Cause this paint's behaving better too than that other coat.
Oh my.
Because this paint gave it kind of a sticky finish.
I'm not
that holds
spraying
it.
I'm not spraying with a gun no more. Basically, spraying with a gun no more. That's basically all it needs is paint with a brush. I don't need to get fancy with it and get a gun on it and mix paint like. I don't think so.
I like the homemade kitchen look in an old house, paint jobs. You know, everything's painted with a brush. So if you have,
We'll have to get you on the home decor with Jimbo.
you have a whole bunch of,
You have got some nice decor out there though, you know, or get a couple nice pieces there. They're really nice. That pine stuff you have in the kitchen there.
oh yeah, that's, some of that's imitation.
It's nice. They imitate it well. What do you mean by imitation? Built off of something that was done years ago, or? Jim
I'll
wants
have
it.
to get back to you on that one. My mind's maybe 100 miles away, so what were we talking about?
Your furniture. You said it was
Oh.
imitation. What's imitation?
Oh yeah, it was fun. I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
One of those little specialty shops when New Midas was a mall.
Oh, okay. Are you serious? Jeez, I thought that was a real deal. Like all.
Yeah, they're
Pine.
sort of made off the print and the color scheme off antique stuff, but
Yeah.
they're made out of paper.
Yo, you got me. Just you could have sold that to me, man. I'd have bought it.
And hand painted and then
Yeah.
sent here, and I got them all for half price.
Wow, that's nice shit. It looks good.
$1,500 for 6 pieces 20 years ago.
That doesn't sound cheap.
No, but they were marked down from 3,000.
Holy.
No, it wasn't cheap.
Oh, what's
Well,
that?
they were all curved wood look that I can't do.
And you liked it.
And I like wood that's unnaturally finished. Like I like if something's gonna have a bulge look to it, have it in the wood, I like that.
It interests you.
Style, I guess.
Yes. Well, everybody's got their own style, what they like and what they don't like, or they should have. What I do is I just look at a bunch of people's styles and then I make my own.
Yeah, pick away through it.
Yeah, you know. And sometimes it's like you say, Jimbo. It tells you when you're building the car exactly what it needs to get it done.
Yeah.
You don't even have to make up the style. You know, it'll tell you as you go through it and what you got to do, and what you want to do.
Or at least what doesn't work yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, good.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta get the end of her. I don't want to take it off
Now,
because it changed shape so bad. The ring. So I'm not taking the reg off. It changed shape so bad. When I welded it up, it kind of like it changed shape. So I decided that I just leave it connected and then paint it that way.
Like, share, come back tomorrow. We'll be here. No doubt in my mind. Jimbo might not be, or he might be here holding the sign. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it depends on how far you get today.
Have a good one, everybody.